You guys have had a couple of young, relatively inexperienced running backs come in now and put up 100-yard games. And not to take anything away from those two, but what does that say about where you guys are at developing as an offensive line?
It's great when anybody can come in and fill a role and do a good job at that role. It's very proud of them for stepping up and doing what they had to do.
Do you guys feel like at this point you can put anyone in the backfield and you guys are going to be able to pave the way for them to do what they need to do?
Yes, sir. The people that we have in the game, I think for sure.
Starts a stretch of really top 25 teams that you're facing, probably the toughest stretch of your schedule. Do you get a sense that the guys are sort of, is a different feel for this team moving forward?
We're trying to be 1-0 for the week every week, and we're just pushing it every day and try to bring our best on game day. So.
Arkansas has a reputation for running the ball as well. Do y'all take some extra pride maybe in a matchup like this? Two teams that run the ball, maybe y'all have more success at it this weekend?
Every game we try to go in and we try to dominate, regardless of what the play call is and whether it's a pass, run, or whatever. Then we try to do our best at that play call. It's not about really running the ball or passing the ball. It's about getting the job done at the end of the day.
Are you better?
Sir?
The line better, offense better in week 1 to now? You see a market?
We've matured as offense, and I think we're starting to gel together. So yes, sir.
There was that drive, it was I think a 7-play drive where you ran the ball each one. It was when Josh had 50-something yards or something scored. I saw after Cam Robinson was just so pumped up, and you've been passing a lot leading up to it. You said it doesn't matter if it's pass play or run play, but is there some extra pride for this offensive line when you guys can pound the ball like you did in that drive?
For any offensive lineman, it's definitely a statement whenever you can run the ball every play and get in the end zone. That's kind of your bread and butter as growing up as offensive lineman, to show that you can run the ball and move people out of the way. So yeah, it's always a pride thing whenever you can move the ball down the field.
Couple more. You mentioned, at this point, even going into the stretch, the goal is 1-0 every single week, and that's always preached within this program. Win your box, win that one play. That approach, how much does that help when you really get into the meat of the schedule to keep focused on just what's in front of you?
When you match up in the SEC every week, you have to bring your best, regardless of who you play, and it's just it's being 1-0 at the end of the day. So.
Anything else? I think it was Calvin said after the game on Saturday, he was talking about how Jalen came in at the half and was kind of rallying the offense after maybe not the strongest performance in the first half. Were you there when he was delivering that message? What was that message coming from him?
Actually, I was in the training room getting taped up, but.
I guess just. All right.
Sure.
Calvin, there's 3 true freshmen who really have shined recently on this offense. This class seems to really be playing at a high level. Do you notice sort of a relationship that's really close with the class that's below you, with Jalen and Jonah, and now Josh had a great game?
Those guys, from day one, they worked hard since they got here, and in the scrimmages they played very well. So they were always in the mix. So when they got their chance, I just knew they were going to do good, because when they came in, they played extremely well right from the get-go. So.
How has Jalen really progressed? Especially the past couple of games. Really talking about Ole Miss, but especially the last one against Kentucky. Now moving forward, really how has he progressed throughout the season?
He always been a pretty poised guy, but he's just getting deeper into the playbook. He's learning his reads better, and he's just getting a lot smarter with the attention to detail and just like the little things he's getting better at. So that's helping him a lot, I think.
How vocal has he been in the locker room? Because after the game Saturday, you talked a little bit about how he said, "Come on, guys, let's get it together at halftime." How much of a vocal role does he take?
And he's pretty good at that. He likes to talk up. Say somebody's when we're doing not that good, he's one of the guys that'll talk up. He's pretty good leader for a freshman. He's pretty good at that.
Is that something that he was doing from day one, or is he has that role grown in the last few weeks?
I feel like it's grown when he noticed when he noticed that he's going to be the guy at quarterback. That's when he started to take up that role.
talk about your performance. Got 2 touchdowns, probably about a dozen catches. Just how good is that for you?
I mean, it's pretty good. I'm pretty happy about it.
And did you get to see your brother catch that pass? And what do you feel? I guess that.
Yeah, I was pretty happy for my brother out there, but they didn't get the win, unfortunately. But I was pretty happy for him.
Did you feel like your connection with Jalen got even better this past game? Obviously, a huge game for you. Did anything change?
I mean, not really. Just went out there and played football.
Calvin, I remember in the past, I believe you told us that you really enjoy playing on the road in the SEC. What are you looking forward to this weekend? And I guess why do you enjoy it so much?
Just 'cause everybody's against us. Just want to hope there's a lot of people there. I just like when there's a lot of people there and just everybody's watching and it's loud. I feel like I come in the clutch, and I feel like a lot of our teammates and players do the same.
When it is that loud, and then maybe the team scores or y'all have a big play and the crowd kind of goes silent, is that a big moment for you?
I mean, sometimes I just like when a lot of people watching, so it makes me play better.
Coach Saban always preaches just worry about the next play, win that play.
Mm-hmm.
When you're entering a stretch like this, how helpful is that mindset?
I mean, that's very helpful because sometimes if you don't, you can just keep getting worse and worse. And so if you just do that, that helps on making another play after that bad play. So I use that too.
Dalvin, when you're going against a team that's so balanced between the pass and the run, what kind of a challenge does that present for you guys as a defense?
It's always a challenge going against a balanced team simply because they can run and pass the ball. So on first, second down, it's not going to be a guaranteed run. They could just air it out from the get-go or run screens and stuff like that. So it's going to be a little challenge. You just got to execute the calls that we get.
Have you seen much of them on tape?
I haven't watched a lot of them on tape yet. We're probably going to start doing that right after this. But I know they're very physical up front. They're going to try to get out there the whole game.
Dalvin, what do you remember from the last time y'all went to Fayetteville? Obviously, that was a really close game, I guess. What do you recall from that?
It was a physical game the whole game. It was just our defense came together and made some big stops in that game. And it was like a turning point for our whole team that season because we was coming off the Ole Miss loss. And we were just trying to prove that we were still contenders for the championship that year.
You guys are on this amazing run of non-offensive touchdowns, scoring special teams or defense. Is this something that you guys are talking about? Is it encouraging for you, motivating you to get another one each and every game?
Yes, it's very motivating for us to get another one. We focus on getting turnovers in practice every day. And when we go in the game and execute getting turnovers and getting touchdowns off of it, it just motivates us even more to do it to the next game and the next and so on.
What did you see from Tim Williams? Came in the second half, really had a big half.
Him missing the first half, I know it affected him a little bit mentally, like he was hurt about it. And he was keeping everybody motivated the whole first half of the game. And when he came in the second half, he just executed like he said he was going to and performed like Tim Williams always do. Yeah.
Is the silver lining there that you can play a half without him and still hold the team to, I think it was like 70 yards of offense?
I feel like it was a good thing because we have younger guys who could come in and execute just as good as the starters or the guys who've been here a longer time and stuff like that. So I'm happy that we have the depth that we do in every position on defense.
Particularly this point of the season, how important does that depth become?
I think it's very important because we have a long SEC stretch in the upcoming weeks, and we're going to need a lot more people to rotate in so more people can stay fresh throughout the whole season.
What have you seen from, I guess, Ryan Anderson's development? We've talked about him before, but last year he was viewed primarily as a pass rusher, and that's sort of how he was utilized. Now, he's an every down player almost.
Ryan stepped up during the off season. He's been working hard. He just didn't want to be seen as a pass rusher. When he'll come in and play the run, and sometimes even in the summer he'll try to just make somebody laugh and get in 3 technique and try to play a double team every now and again. But Ryan, he works hard. He tried to perfect every down so he can be out there every first through fourth down. It doesn't matter what the scenario is, and he's going to work hard and give you everything he's got to stop the run or the pass.
How's he do with that 3 technique?
The 3 technique, he did pretty good when he was in there. He dropped down to one knee and split a double team and stuff, and we wasn't expecting it, but he played it pretty good when he was in there. Yeah, I guess we looked at it a little bit, but it was a bit. He felt like it was the best thing for him, so it was our old teammates. All we could do is support him in his decision. But we still have to focus on who's here now and just keep moving on and progressing as the season goes on.
So how much confidence has the defense really picked up, especially past couple games, really heading into this one?
Our defense picked up a lot of confidence, but we have to stay humble about it and just keep executing like we have in the past games, so we'll continue to have the outcome we had in these last couple of games.
How much of a vocal role have you seen Jalen Hurts taking in the locker room?
He's become a lot more vocal since he's been playing a lot more. Early on, he was kind of quiet because he was a freshman, still getting used to everything. But now he's a lot more vocal. He'll actually stand up and speak his mind rather than let somebody else say it. So he's a lot more vocal now than he used to be.
Do you think that's important for a quarterback to, be vocal with his teammates?
I think it's pretty important because if you're more vocal, I feel like it helps the offensive players trusting you more, and just on the field being more vocal, it helps you get the calls and stuff out more quicker and efficiently.
When you got the kind of stretch coming up, big picture, but the message around here is always just the next play, win that. How much does that help when you go into a run like this?
I think it helps a lot because if you start thinking about the big picture, you're going to think about how sore you are, how fatigued you're going to get and stuff like that, and all the negative things are going to affect you a lot more. But if you think about this, the next play or this week, 1 week at a time, if you could execute this week, you don't have to worry about next week. And after you execute this week, you move on to the next week and execute that one. Just keep worrying about your execution week in and week out. You don't have to worry about the long stretch. It'll just go by in a flash.
Do you enjoy stretches like this? And when you're going up now against some of the best teams in the country, do you get more excited for these?
I enjoy it. I just like playing football and just going against a good team, just see where you're at and all these good offensive linemen we go against, and I just like competition, and I enjoyed it a lot, and just looking forward to it.
Last one.
All right, go ahead, guys. When you're on this amazing run of scoring touchdowns non-offensively, special teams or defense, is this something you guys talk about? Do you get motivated to kind of do this each and every game?
Well, yeah, I mean, Coach Pruitt and Coach Saban, they always tell us, get the ball out. I know y'all probably seen the belt that we have. Whoever gets the ball out gets the belt or whatever. So, we take a lot of pride in getting the ball out. And, when you score a touchdown other than the offense side of the ball, it's awesome. So, why not score a touchdown when you can?
Shaun, what's the overall attitude of the defense right now? You played well in the past couple. Now you're going up against a pretty solid offense that can pass and run. But what's kind of the feel, the attitude going into it?
We just know that, if all 11 guys come on the field and, we do our jobs, we can play pretty good. So, it's just important that we just continue to get better and all 11 guys continue to execute and do their job.
When you guys as a defense outscore the opposing team, is that kind of like a perfect day for the defense?
Nah, it's never a perfect day. You don't have a perfect day until everybody plays mistake-free. So, we still gave up 6 points. So, still some things that we could have done to prevent those field goals from happening.
Coach Saban called Arkansas one of the more balanced teams you guys will face this season. How does the approach change, or does it change when you're facing a team that's that balanced?
Well, we're going to have to come out and be more physical than them because, they're a team that pride themselves on running the football. So it's going to definitely be a good old bruising game. So, we're going to have to come out and be ready to play.
This stretch, you guys got a big stretch of top teams. Is this something that, anything sort of different feel? You guys more excited for a stretch like this against top-ranked teams?
You can't even look down the road. You got to take one game at a time because any given Saturday you can get beat in this league.
Why is this program so good at taking that approach? I think in the last 5 seasons, Alabama's 19-1 in games in October. Why are you guys so good at staying focused on just the next game?
Because of the boss man. Coach Saban. When you play for him, you got to be all in. Because when you have the success that he's had, why not listen to him? He's doing something right. So it's important that we be all in. And I'm sure that we'll have success if we listen to him.
You mentioned that this weekend, you mentioned Arkansas likes running the ball. This would be sort of a bruising type game. Do y'all take pride as a defense in, stopping a team like that from running the ball?
Oh yeah, I mean that's definitely. I mean that's what this program was built on, being physical. So I mean this kind of game that we really look forward to, because I mean our defense prides itself on being physical. So I mean we're really looking forward to the challenge.
And what is Coach Pruitt like on the sidelines, especially after the defense scores a touchdown?
I mean he's always on us at practice about getting the ball out and things like that. So when we get to the sideline, he's congratulating us and things like that. So it's pretty cool.
Tim Williams had a great second half, really came in. Do you feel like maybe the first half off motivated him moving forward?
I mean, probably did a little bit, but I mean, we know what we're going to get out of Tim when he comes in the game. So, I mean, it wasn't really a surprise to any of us.